So this is kind of interesting news coming from Warner Brothers because, of course, yesterday Sony patented some stuff, and now Warner Brothers is patenting some stuff as well, which kind of made me scratch my head when I read this article. So let's get into it. Let's check and see what Warner Brothers is up to and what exactly they're cooking, if that makes any amount of sense. So let's get into it. So this is the interesting part. I gotta move my head over here. Warner Brothers is planning on a game system for taxis, airplanes, and more. What do you mean by more? We're going to get into it. Warner Brothers is developing a software for passengers to connect and play games together in transit. Okay, I'm down for it. The technology collects users' data like moods and interests for algorithm games generated during travel. Not so keen on that, but okay. Warner Brothers patents by Warner Brothers and other gaming companies show a trend towards innovative gaming experiences for new audiences. Okay, right? The main reason why I don't like technology collecting user data is like we already put enough out there. We're like our internet footprint is getting to be ridiculous. And I'm not going to lie. I say that and yet I'm here talking to you guys on YouTube. But collecting personal data like my mood just to determine what kind of game we should play or Lord knows what else. Probably your email address so they could sell it and cell phone number, so on and so forth. But I mean, it's just like anything else. No matter what you do online nowadays, you're going to end up selling your information. A recent patent publication reveals details of an in development software by Warner Brothers that allows passengers of transient vehicles like trains, planes to play video games together via connected interface. Warner Brothers has recently been increasing its stakes in the gaming division, and patents for unique video game technology gives audiences an insight into the company's behind the scene research and development efforts. This is one thing I don't understand about this, right? Was Warner Brothers recently, which is another Game Rant article, was looking into selling its video game division. But according to this article, they are increasing the stakes in their video game division. So I'm not sure if this article, because I read this article and I don't believe I covered it on this channel, is interesting because it's making me wonder if they're looking to sell intellectual properties they own or if they were looking to sell the entire games division for Warner Brother Games, right? The other thing is why would Warner Brothers get into something like this, but yet back in August 7th to be exact, they were looking to sell their video game division or intellectual properties for that matter, which doesn't make sense because if you can use your intellectual properties to be able to interface and allow players to connect with one another, it's going to be a hell of a lot cheaper to do it that way instead of trying to license games from other developers to make things work, if that makes any amount of sense. Many big name companies in the entertainment and gaming industry have filed a number of interesting patents over the years, ranging from innovative controller designs to more abstract software concepts, similar to the recent patent from Sony and other gaming giants. The Sony patent, I'll probably go over that tomorrow because there's a lot of moving parts to that because it involves AI. But right here it's saying Warner Brothers looks to improve upon multiplayer video games amongst new audiences. The thing of it is like I feel like you can potentially interface and play games with other people while you're on planes, trains, automobiles, whatever it is, right? Via your cell phone. I remember back when Among Us was big, I was able to download Among Us and play with, the 8 other people that were in the room with me, and it was a lot of fun. Anyways, according to Warner Brothers, patent published on October 10th, the company is working on developing an intra-vehicle game software that allows passengers of private and commercial vehicles to play games with one another. The technology relies on connecting interfaces such as entertainment screens on planes, which would log user data to I can never say this, generate a game to be played by multiple users. Certain characteristics such as players' mood and interest would be gathered and utilized to create a gaming experience for the duration of the expected travel time. Bro, let me tell you, if you're traveling like Japan from America, I don't think you'd be able to play that long. That's like a 18-hour flight, like minimum. This could be implemented in personal cars and public taxis as well as buses, trains, and airplanes to keep passengers entertained while traveling. This is a problem, especially in personal vehicles. You know why? Tesla was getting in trouble because their massive touchscreen in the middle was allowing individuals to play games on it, and they weren't paying attention to the road. Machine learning algorithms and systems would be utilized to generate those games, perhaps indicating that Warner Brothers is keeping pace with the AI video game technology. It's crazy at how fast and the pace that all this is going when it comes to AI. Here is the Venn diagram, we'll just say diagram, of the Warner Brothers intra-vehicle game patent design, patent details. So driver, passenger, and it allows them to have a projector and do what they got to do. This is actually pretty cool, that they're going to be able to do all kinds of stuff like this. Start, define route, blah, blah, blah. Like, this is very intuitive, like, especially if it's going to be communicating with a larger database to collect this information. I mean, I understand that they're going to be doing online video games to allow players to play with one another, but it's kind of scary at, like, identifying profile data for each passenger and trip data for common convenience, select configurations, interact. Like, this is like very in-depth stuff that they have here. If you guys want, I'll link the article down below if you want to take a closer look at these patents. Digging deeper into Warner Brothers intra-vehicle game patents, audiences can get a first look at how these systems could be implemented. Figure 22 offers a sample situation in which two vehicle passengers are facing an interactive display with virtual projections. Number 22, which is this one, this is more than a two-person vehicle. Like a two-person vehicle, I'm always thinking like Corvette or something like that. As detail 23 and 14, user profile and trip data would be collected and used to generate games on a display, which passengers would then utilize to play an interactive media title together. While the concept itself would provide revolutionary for on-the-go gaming, it is key to note that the patents for this gaming technology and other systems are frequently filed without ever being fully realized, and that's 100% true. Look at the Nemesis system that Warner Brothers has been sitting on for the better part of like 7-8 years. It allows the game to basically develop and learn your play style and end up potentially becoming a formidable foe, but instead Warner Brothers sits on the patent and they don't do anything with it. The video game industry continues to expand with entertainment and technology companies continue to invest in a highly profitable gaming sector, with a number of video game technology patents focusing on new ways to introduce gaming to more audiences via in-home consoles and public interface. The future of the industry has a potential to see a number of these major innovations to benefit first-time and veteran gamers. I can definitely see that, especially with that being said. They're really trying to capture this right here. First time. I don't think they're really going for veteran. They're going for first timers where you're stuck on a plane and you're getting the option to potentially be able to play, if that makes any amount of sense. But let's go full screen. All right. So I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think it's a good idea or do you think it's a bad idea that Warner Brothers is actually setting up something to potentially collect our user data, which, I mean, we already got a lot out there, and set up an interactive way for people to play games, especially on long flights or car rides or bus rides, what have you? Let me know down in the comments section below. But anyways, y'all, take it easy. Don't forget to mash that like button and subscribe. We're on our way to 10,000. Once we hit 10,000, we're going to do a 24-hour stream where everybody's more than welcome to come and hang out. Y'all take it easy. Have a great and wonderful day. And I'll catch you later.